So, guys, the other day we learned that hoodlums attacked Tinubu's convoy when he got to Lagos after their primaries. Now is Buhari's convoy. What is happening? Some terrorist group on Tuesday opened fire on President Muhammadu Buhari's advanced convoy deployed ahead of his trip to Daura, Katsina State for Salah celebrations. A statement from the senior special assistant to President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, titled "Gallant Presidential Guards Repel Attack on Advance Team Ahead of President's Visit," obtained by Sahara reporters, confirmed the attack. It, however, added that the terrorists were repelled by the personnel of the military, police, and Department of State Services in the convoy. He said, "The presidency has described as sad and unwelcome the shooting incident near Dusima, Katsina State, at the convoy of cars carrying the advanced team of security guards, protocol, and media officers ahead of the President Muhammadu Buhari's trip to Daura for Salah. The attackers opened fire on the convoy from ambush position but were repelled by the military, police, and DSS personnel accompanying the convoy. 2 persons in the convoy are receiving treatment for the minor injuries they suffered. All the other personnel, staff, and vehicles made it safely to Daura." Minor you call it. Okay, now you see how they are fooling themselves. So what does that mean? For your mind, everything is fine. You have repelled them. Why should that happen in the first place? It has been happening over and over again. They will just try to downplay it, and that is the reason I say, oh, just minor injuries. Why would they attack? This has been a continuous event. It's been going on and on and on, but you don't see it as a big deal. Maybe by Friday now, because it's like every Friday, Femi Adesina is always writing, spewing all those things that he thinks that are making sense to himself and the people that he's writing it for. Come and tell us that it is nothing. Oh, our gallant this, our gallant that. See what happened in Niger State, Shiroro. How many soldiers were killed, and everybody just move. They just move on. Not even everybody, because Nigerians have been talking about it, but they just moved on. The presidency didn't even do anything. I think there was another incident that happened 2 or 3 days ago, and what Buhari said was just like, we are going to get them. It's a normal thing that we are going to bring to book all the people that perpetrated the atrocities. That is the exact thing he has been saying over and over again. The ones that happened since last year on a daily basis, the incidents that occurred in Shiroro local governments of Niger State, none of them has been brought to book. He will say the same thing. The gullibility of some Nigerians is at its peak. These are the people that will still come and be defending them. Well, I have listened to Peter Obi. I'm from the north. I have strong belief that he can solve the problem of this country. That is what they ought to be doing, these terrorists, all this while, instead of attacking innocent citizens. If they feel the heat, they will pay serious attention on the security of this nation. They are not going to feel the heat because it is other people that will feel the heat. You can imagine, the Buhari self was not even in that convoy. A convoy ahead of his trip to Daura. It is ordinary people, ordinary security men, left, right, and center that will be affected. It will not affect them. You think these Nigerian politicians are ready to change for the better? I have never seen that thing. The only day that they will change, or you will see that an end will come to that atrocities that they are being committed, is only when God will call them. If not, these guys are not remorse at all in all the things happening. They see it as a normal thing. They are not going to change. Instead, the people who are guiding them are the ones that will bear the brunt. Well, are you sure it was a real attack? They just did that to divert attention so that people would be saying that even the president is not left out, because I can't even understand why Buhari and his brother should engage in such. The incompetent and clueless governments of all time. You are right. But in another vein, if they stage manage the whole thing, that means they are still embarrassing themselves. It is an indictment and it's an embarrassment on their side if they stage it. Either way, whether it was coincidence, whether they stage it, it is an embarrassment. There's nothing you are going to talk about it. That does not take the fact that there's insecurity, because whether it's happening to you, then that means you are not competent to be there. Irrespective of how you want to look at it, whether it was stage managed or it happened coincidentally the way it has been happening, it's not going to exonerate them. That is just it. It's not going to exonerate them, but rather it is an insult, it is an embarrassment on their side, if they even have shame at all. These bandits should be very careful. If anything ever happened, so our president, I swear to God who made me, I would do nothing. This guy is really funny. I want to hear from Ogalai Mohammed first. He will tell us if actually President Buhari's convoy was attacked by terrorists, or they were President Buhari's supporters who came to cheer him up for his exceptional performance in office since 2015. How true is this? How can terrorists attack without killing anyone? Did the terrorists attack with sticks and pestles? Is it not the same terrorists who attacked Abuja Kaduna bound train and killed and abducted many Nigerians and attacked Christian worshippers in their church in Owo, Ondo State, killing more than 40 innocent Nigerians? Maybe they are the repentant terrorists who came to surrender their weapons. We need more of these attempts to spur him to action. Forget it. He's not going to affect him. Instead of Lai Mohammed to be on air telling how Buhari has secured Nigeria and there is no insecurity in the country, bandits, aka terrorists, make it hard for them. Stop attacking the common people. Attack the decision makers to enable them sit up and do the right thing. We are tired of crying. To travel now, no one is sure of returning intact. And you see the people who are rooting for this party to come back again, they will not say anything. They will just be looking as if they cast spell on them. They are seeing all these things happening, yet they say, oh, now me look on, I they want support. Oh, anybody is free to support anybody. But when the suffering is coming, nobody's going to choose, oh no, I don't want to be part of the suffering. I don't want to be affected. You cannot choose. That is the problem. And there's this propaganda left, right, and center. If you are pained with what is happening in this country, I see no reason why you are going to be supporting this kind of party to come back. They have deceived you for 80 years and you still want to continue? Ah, there is fire on the mountain. Something is really wrong somewhere. Something is definitely, you cannot tell me this is ordinary, because it's beyond one's imagination. Because you can't be going through all this suffering and you still expect to continue with it. That means there must be something that we don't even understand. So guys, that's just what happened. Leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.